Good morning. This video is on my cell phone. As of the filming of this video, I am still waiting on a external microphone for the new camera I just bought. So, kind of where I'm at with that as of this video. And the thing is, you could see a sample video before you see this video. It just depends on how much time I have. Right now, I am making lunch, working on an article for a client, and still kind of playing with videos. It's been a weird day. So I want to make some fried cabbage. So I'm going to start with some bacon, a little bit of bacon. I told somebody the other day, if I can do it, I will try and show some healthier foods. You know, I show a lot of basically comfort foods because they're very, very affordable still. But let's, examine something a little healthier like fried cabbage and onions. And if you like low-fat stuff, this probably, still would be unhealthy to you, but when I say healthy, I mean something that has very few obvious carbs. So that would be things like obvious carbs, like cereals and, rice, flour, things like that, crackers, chips. And I've got a lot of that here. I really do. But if I want to eat a healthy meal, I try and stay away from all the obvious carbs, which brings me down to, meats and vegetables, basically. Meats, vegetables, and fats. And bacon is a meat and a fat. So let's take a look at the bacon. So there's the bacon. It's just going to cook in there, and I'll turn it over as soon as it is melted. I put the water in there to stop the bacon from burning and sticking to the bottom of the pan. That is no fun. And I said also that when I can, I will show you some fresh vegetables. I don't get fresh vegetables very often. It's a little bowl to put the stuff I want to eat in it. The counter's completely clean. If I want to toss stuff onto the counter, there's no problem. All right. Just checking to see what my camera's doing. All right. So, I got some onions. These were, I think, $3 or something, $3 or $4. And I went back to the big ones. Not because I really want big onions, but because they're fresher for whatever reason. So, let me cut into this. This has got some serious skin on it. This is armored onions right here. Seriously, it's got like onion armor. Little bumpies on the onion drives me nuts. Alright, so I'm going to try and peel the bumpies off. Other than that, the onion looks fine. I think it's the basket's lame. This is probably the one that was on the bottom, because I did pick up one that was on the bottom. Now, I gotta get rid of one more layer. Alright, now it's ready. I looked at the bell peppers yesterday, but I don't like green bell peppers, and they were like $2, I think, each. And the colored ones that I like were like $3 each. And I couldn't decide if it was like $3 each or $3 a pound, but I decided I didn't need any. All right. I doubt I do any onion rings this week. I don't have any oil yet. Well, I just got some from the food pantry, but I don't have enough oil to deep fry with. So if I plan to do onion rings, I'll just get fresh onions, and when I get the oil. smelling quite oniony. I found the stem. I didn't cut enough of the onion off to get rid of the stem. All right. That's good enough. So that's a big bowl of onion. Wow, that is some onion. Tell you, that onion's got some extra onion on it. It's the kind of onion you peel wearing a gas mask. Alright, let me do the other one. I'm telling you, man, these onions got onion armor. My trash can is overly full, so nothing is staying in it. It's very irritating. Yeah, that onion looks great. I like to do my fresh vegetables as soon as possible after buying them. But I got home. It was super late when I got back from the store last night. It was pushing 7. So I didn't have time to do anything. I put the ground beef in the freezer just as it was. I keep running out of ground beef, so I bought an extra pound. It was on sale. Wasn't as on sale as I thought, but it was still a reasonable price. It was about 50 cents off what I normally pay for it. Alright, well, the one thing I can say about big onions is they make a lot of onion. Whew, got some onion smell, man. Yeah, it makes a lot of onion. Alright, I will get a container for that. Well, not a container, but a gallon bag. It'll be less than a gallon for sure, but quite a bit of onion still. Not a bad onion haul. Alrighty, onions are done. I need to deal with the bacon. I was watching a cooking show the other day. And this wasn't on YouTube, it was an actual cooking show. And I was watching the camera angles. I guess maybe you do that after you've done a few food videos and, you know, about cooking and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, the camera angles for a professional show, they were really bad. A lot of the shots were very close to what I do. I would expect that you could get, you know, if you've got money and real cameras and camera people, that you could get a shot over the thing that's being made, you know, while it's being cut or diced or whatever. And then when they're showing what's in the pot, they would literally zoom it in to the bottom of the pot. It was really crazy. Like, you couldn't get any scope or depth or anything out of the shot. It was just the bottom of the pan. It was really awful. I'll show you what it is with this bacon. I'll show you the shot that they did. It was ridiculous. So I got to do the cabbage, but I got to wash my hands and rinse off that plate, etc., etc. So they would do the shot, and instead of like being there it is, they would do this. I mean, it was, except they wouldn't even show that rim. It would be, they were on top of that, like that. It was crazy. All right, I got to clean this up, and then we'll do the cabbage. I got some fresh cabbage. So, all right, I bought a nice fresh cabbage last night. If this isn't any good, I'm gonna be mad. It's got weird stuff on it. No. It's got some kind of powdery crap on it. It's got some kind of powdery stuff on it. Alright, well, that's okay. I still have some cabbage in the freezer. Alright, I gotta do something about this trash. Especially since I just put a bad cabbage in there, so it's frustrating. I don't like cooking and messing with trash at the same time. The risk of cross-contamination becomes very, very high. I'll tell you, that stuff makes me want to throw like all the fresh vegetables away. When I find like one bad vegetable, I just want to throw the whole batch that I just bought away. I'll tell you, I like my local grocery, but sometimes I just wish I could get to like a big boxer. I can't even throw any trash away until Friday. My trash can is full. The store only had 2 cabbages. That was the smaller one and the better looking one. Could have saved myself $2 by not buying that. Alright, so I'm going to finish cooking the bacon. The onions are done, so all I need to do is wait for the bacon to finish cooking and start sauteing some onions, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so the bacon is done. There it is in the bowl. A little crispier than I wanted, but, you know, it's still good. Now I've added in some onions. Now I'm going to stir those around. And I want these to caramelize a little bit, and then I'll throw in the rest of my cabbage that I have in the freezer. I'll try maybe Thursday to go get some more cabbage. The store was really out of it. I probably should have left it alone. I don't know, but I think I can get there Thursday morning and get some more cabbage. Alright, so there's my onions. Nice and crispy, just like the bacon. I don't know what my problem is. I'm just going to burn the tar out of this. Alright, so I'm going to put this cabbage in the pan with the bacon and some spices. I really need to get some more cabbage because that's not really enough to do anything else with, but it would be too much to stick in this pan. And the bacon goes back in. I swear. So I'm having blackened fried cabbage with bacon. Here's some pepper. A little bit of salt. I can't believe how fast I've gone through that salt. That's weird. No. So, there's my coffee mug that I like. Okay, so all this has to do is cook up. Salt and pepper. Put some garlic in there. It really doesn't need a lot of anything. Yeah, that's how you make a mess on the stove. So a little bit of garlic, and the bacon just flew out. The bacon tried to escape. Actually, it successfully escaped. I'm not going to get it. Okay, so that just needs to cook, and I'll be back in a few. Well, this smells phenomenal. It's just bacon, onions, and cabbage, and I will top it off with some ranch dressing as soon as it's done. It's smelling pretty good. I need to get my, I need to either get a plate or a bowl. One of the two. Alright, it is done. So I'll just put it in this bowl. And I need some ranch dressing. What do I do with the ranch? There it is. Oh! Hee, almost forgot. I got cottage cheese. Now you gotta move over. I gotta wash this fork now. I tried to get some sliced cheese last night, but they didn't have any. I like a little cottage cheese with sliced cheese in the evening when I'm watching what I'm eating. That's a great snack. But they didn't have any cheese on sale. Actually, the ad resets today. I should look and see if cheese is on sale. I also just realized that Thursday is tomorrow. Whoops. Oh, the week is going by too quickly, folks. All right, so always tap your top. Make sure it is sealed. And it is. So I think it's all right. It goes out. What is the date on this? I think it goes out at the end of the month. If I could find the date. 3/29/25. So the end of the month. All right. So let me taste this. It is, I think it's Prairie Farms. Yeah, it seems okay. All right. So there's a little cottage cheese. I don't normally buy Prairie Farms. I normally buy Dutch Farms. I think it's Dutch Farms. Anyway, and add some pepper to that. And some ranch dressing to the cabbage. All right, folks, this is a perfectly healthy lunch. Cabbage, bacon, onions, cottage cheese, and ranch dressing. Ranch dressing counts as fat. It is. There you go, folks. There's the nutrition facts on that. So, is it good? Let's see if I nailed it out of the park. Yep, tastes pretty good. All right, folks, that's the end of this video. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. If you feel like supporting the channel, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link and a GoFundMe link in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. All right, if you are still here, we're going to go digitally shopping to see how much this recipe costs. And we're going to go to Meijer's, but we need, in order to make this recipe, we need cabbage, onions, bacon, butter, salt, pepper, garlic, cottage cheese, and ranch dressing. So let's shop for those items. First thing, obviously, I need is cabbage. So the cabbage is $1.73. They're assuming it's going to be 2.5 pounds of cabbage. So we'll go ahead and get that. It's on sale, which is cool. And we're going to get some onions. The last cabbages I got from the local grocery were almost 5 pounds. It was like one was 4 pounds and one was 5 pounds. They were big. I still have some. Well, actually, after I did this video, recorded this video, I went back to the store, and it was the next day, and they had all fresh cabbages, and I picked up 2, and one was, like, they were both right around 4 pounds, because by the time, well, no, one was, I'm trying to think, I think one was 5 pounds and one was 4 pounds, and I ended up with like 8 pounds of chopped cabbage, something like that. I still have some in the freezer. So, all right, so A sweet onion, just one, is supposed to be $1.29. So we'll go ahead and get that one. You really only need one, especially if it's going to be one of those big ones that didn't come in the bag. So we got our onion. We need bacon. This could be interesting. I don't like prepackaged bacon. Let's try fresh from Meijer. Did they close their... fresh meat, bacon? This is really weird. Did they close their meat counter? This is very, very strange. Well, normally I wouldn't choose packaged bacon, but I don't see their... I don't see the stuff from their deli. Weird. All right, well, this Right brand naturally stuff is pretty close to what I would get. It's £1.50 for $9, so you can't go wrong. Let's see. Butter is $3.99. Salt, 79 cents. Our salt is like 15 cents cheaper than what I bought at Dollar General the other day. Pepper, $6.90. Wow. Oh wait, that's the big one. Let's just go with this one right here. I need garlic powder. That's not a bad price. $1.29 for garlic powder. Cottage cheese. Let's go with the Meijer brand. It's not going to matter. And we need ranch dressing. Wow, is that high? Not much of a difference. We'll go with the Meijer, but it's $2.09. Jeez, that's expensive. I paid $1.95 for the stuff I got at Dollar General the other day. All right, so let's see what the cart looks like. So to buy this recipe, you would pay $29.50 for the item total. The estimated whole total, if you were to pick it up, looks like there was some discounts, $3.96 on stuff, would be $30.49. So in this one, the discounts kind of take care of the pickup fee. But it's all food, so it wouldn't be taxed. So it would be $29.50 to get all this for fried cabbage. And technically you'd have some extra bacon, you'd have some extra butter, you'd have extra salt. Unless you're feeding an army, I think you'd probably have some cabbage left over too. But I'm guessing you could get a couple of meals out of this. All right, folks, that really is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you later.